Hey everyone, we've made it to episode 100 of Find Music. And of course, it's at least a third of those episodes, I like to think, are featuring the good man Fred Whitlock. He's got two discoveries discoveries, is that really the word for it? Unearthings, yeah. Go ahead, Fred.
I'm talking about two gems from former group, the Byrds. If you like the Byrds, you might be wanting to check out these two late career albums by two of their members. The first one I want to talk about is Back from Rio, Roger McGUINN. Came out in 1991. Tom Petty played a major part in this album. He's on a lot of cuts. He's got a few of the Heartbreakers on it. David Crosby, Chris Hillman's on it, Timmy B. Schmidt, and even Elvis Costello. Now, as many music fans know, the Byrds influenced so many bands, including the Heartbreakers, the Bangles, REM, and even the Eagles. This album, Back from Rio, is a solid piece of work, a modern version of the Byrds. It has a few songs that almost could have fit in from the McGUINN, Clark, Hillman era, those albums they did for Capitol. The sound is catchy and the songs are very listenable and enjoyable. Talking on my car phone has the 12-string electric psychedelic jingle jangle guitar work in it that will bring back memories of Byrds tunes from Notorious Byrd Brothers. There's You Bow Down, a beautiful song, protest song, Trees Are All Gone, and King of the Hill. Petty even trades lead vocals with McGUINN. Biding My Time came out in 2017. It was Chris Hillman's first album in 14 years. He thought he was pretty much retired, but Petty came into his life. And this time, Petty's not only on the album, he produces the album. The Byrds connection comes through with re-recordings of The Bells of Rhymney. That was on the first Byrds album. Chris Hillman's She Doesn't Care About Time is covered. Here She Comes Again is a song that was written by Hillman and McGUINN in the 70s, but was never recorded. And he does a country version of Old John Robinson from the Notorious Byrd Brothers album. Now, if you don't know Chris Hillman, he was, of course, in the Byrds, the Flying Burrito Brothers, Manassas. He had a band, Desert Rose. He put out some solo albums for Asylum in the 70s that were excellent. This album just has a great country rock feel to it. It's a laid-back album. It has a great version of the Everly Brothers' Walk Right Back. The album ends with a country folk bluegrass version of Tom Petty's Wildflower. Like the McGUINN album, this recording is thoughtfully thought out and has wonderful harmonies and performances. The passion and the teamwork on both of these albums make them enjoyable and memorable. I would have anyone who's into country rock, the Byrds, and followed their careers, all their solo careers, all the groups they were in, these two albums should be in your collection.
I'm happy to report that the first one is. It's not often I already have an album that Fred brings up. So that does make me want to ask you again. I want to be sure to have a good complete list of all those guests on Back in Rio. Could you give me that list again?
Yeah, there some of three of the Heartbreakers are on there.
Yeah.
Elvis Costello's on a cut. He even wrote a song for the album. Timmy B. Schmidt's on it.
Mhm.
Crosby's on it, and Hillman's on it. Steve Scholz of the Alpha Band and
Okay.
the Traveling Thunder Review with Dylan. He was on that tour.
So I'm going to
Scholz.
put links in the description to those other artists.
Oh,
so they
if
can
you
be
like
found.
the Byrds, or if you follow the Byrds, you will like these
Oh, yeah,
late
that's the easy one.
career albums.
Yeah, but there's
Of
also
McGUINN and Hillman.
in the description, there's a section at the bottom for tags. And so I tag, like if you mention other artists involved with an album, I tag those artists just in case someone is a fan of those artists and want to
Yeah.
get more people.
And as we know, Tom Petty, and at least the first two albums sound very Byrds like. McGUINN was a big influence on him.
Oh, yeah, you're preaching to the choir on that one. Yeah, I was there. Oh, that's good to know. All right, thank you, Fred. Remember, people, if you like the Byrds, check out their solo albums as well, right? Roger McGuinn, that legendary 12-string sound, and Chris Hillman, the laid-back country rocker, who no doubt influenced some of those bands we were just talking about, the members of. All right, that's 100 in the can. Yay.